Let's take a quick tour of the Xubuntu desktop. So here I have my fresh install of this operating system. If you're familiar with graphical operating systems, and probably you are, most things will be familiar. So this is my desktop area, right? And so I can have things like folders here, or files, or any other kinds of things. It's in our desktop area. I have three default links. One is trash, so equivalent of recycle bin on Windows. So deleted stuff will go here. So maybe I delete that for a second. You can see it shows up in the trash. Then later on I have to empty it out if I want to actually reclaim the space for it. For that, go to File and Empty Trash. Closing that. So we have File System Home. Basically, File System is going to open up all the files that are on your computer. This is basically the root folder, right? And there's all sorts of things in here. Most of these don't really matter to us right now. If you go to the home, well, that's basically all the files that are associated with the user. So you can see here where we have, documents, downloads, desktop. If we go to desktop, you can see that one file I created a second ago. So basically, it's viewing whatever you have on your desktop in the actual file browser. I can set this to be, a little bit different. Maybe I go to a detailed list. Obviously, I can drag things around. We have the close it, right, expand it, and so on. What I have over here, right, is my drop down for my main system options, right? So I have common things here, right? So if I want to start up Firefox, I click web browser. You can install other things if you want, but Firefox is the default, so I can open up my browser. Or if I want, to go LibreOffice, open up the writer, calculator, whatever. All the other kind of things that are installed are going to be available over here. This is also where you would close down your system if you want to, right? So this is our log out, which will get us, out of the system, or either to log into a different account or to turn off the whole thing altogether. Over here, right, I have my system status, my options to change sound, date and time are listed over here. Look a little bit different than you. Again, this is a system I installed in a different country, so I have the Japanese setup here for some reason, even though I installed the US version of everything. Okay, other thing here, we'll have to talk about this later, is terminal. This is basically another way to interact with your system, right? This whole system here that we're looking at, right, is our graphical interface. This is a text-based interface that can do basically the same things. And I have this option here, right, when I right-click to open up terminal somewhere. Okay, so let me go ahead and log off. You can see here are my options: log out, restart, shut down, suspend. Actually, I'll do a cancel quick. Let me show you actually kind of a bonus feature of using a VM. Right, so this is a virtual machine. What I could do if I want, right, is click X up top, and I can click save this virtual machine state, right? So I don't really have to shut it down. I can just save it. Now it's going to take a second here. Basically what it's going to do, it's going to save the entire state of the machine. Meaning that means saving all the system memory back to my hard drive of my host machine. So now I can see it back in VirtualBox, and I have that machine there. It's listed as saved. And so now if I double click on that, it'll actually reopen it. So this is kind of a nice feature of doing development in a virtual machine. Basically just pause your computer at any time, right, and then come back to it later without having to worry about stuff. All right, so now I'm back. Close that, and now I'll just log off the old-fashioned way. Click over here, and then click shut down. And I'll give it a second, and it'll shut down, and I'll go back to my main VirtualBox.